What a statement to the rest of the NBA. The New York Knicks take care of business on the road in Philadelphia and beat the 76ers 128-92. Wow, what a fourth quarter from these New York Knicks. On the road, the New York Knicks are 3-0 in the year of 2024. They are 3-0 since they made the trade for OG Anunoby, Precious Achiuwa, and Malachi Flynn from the Toronto Raptors. And the vibes are high right now for these New York Knicks. Folks, let me know your thoughts right now in the comment section of what you just witnessed from the Knicks in Philadelphia. What a dominating effort. There's a lot to unpack in this one. And my favorite thing that I just have to say is that Julius Randle had his worst game of the entire season, and the Knicks still dominated in Philadelphia. That's my biggest takeaway right out of the gate. Because Randle has been, obviously, the best player next to Jalen Brunson throughout this entire stretch of games. The last 20 games in a row or something like that, Randle has put 20-plus points. And the fact that he just puts up 8 points on 1-11 from the field, and we have guys like, of course, Jalen Brunson doing his usual 29 points, Isaiah Hartenstein having a career season, 17 points, 6 boards, 5 times, 2 blocks, 2 steals for Hartenstein, Dante DiVincenzo with 14 points, Quentin Grimes with 19 off the bench, having a huge fourth quarter for these Knicks. Deuce McBride starting off the game 4 for 4 from the three-point line in the first quarter. Josh Hart with 10 points and 15 rebounds. Oh my gosh, what a team victory for the New York Knicks. And now I'm looking at the box score. Everybody besides Julius Randle and Precious Achiuwa are the only 2 Knicks players that did not score in double figures. That is a team victory. And, of course, a defensive dominance. That sequence in the fourth quarter, when Jalen Brunson cookies on Joel Embiid, gets the lay-in transition, the very next possession, Isaiah Hartenstein meets Joel Embiid at the rim and blocks him. This is a different energy around these Knicks. And, folks, please let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I cannot wait to hear how excited Knicks fans are on this one. Also, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new to Knicks media. I cover all the Knicks games, and we're making videos and content all throughout the rest of the season, heading into the playoffs, and of course beyond. My name is Richard from Knicks Media, so if you are new to here, welcome to the channel. If you've been here before, I love having you guys here because I'm pumped up. Let's get into this fourth quarter more in detail, because the Knicks outscored the Sixers 35-16, right? And that third quarter was a little weird. I knew the Sixers were going to go on some type of run, because if you remember on Monday when the Knicks beat the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were blowing them out at halftime, and the Timberwolves creeped back into the game, but the Knicks were still able to get the job done. And I had a feeling the third quarter was going to be iffy, and the fourth quarter was going to be the deciding factor. And boy, oh boy, did they go on a run. A 19-1 run these Knicks went on in that fourth quarter to close the game out, to not allow the Sixers to get even close into this game. And the fact that we were able to see performances from the bench is huge, because I think the biggest thing you can say about the Knicks since the trade in a negative light has been the bench unit, right? We trade away Emmanuel Quickley. He is the sixth man of the year off the bench. He gives us a lot of scoring. And even though we beat the Timberwolves, we beat the on Wednesday night, we beat the Chicago Bulls, we didn't really have a lot of bench impact without Emmanuel Quickley. So it was huge to see a game like Quentin Grimes in the fourth quarter to come alive. Deuce McBride starting off the game with freaking 4 3-pointers. I mean, that is huge, because those 2 players, Grimes and Deuce McBride, are the next generation of the Knicks to kind of get an opportunity to play in the rotation for the Knicks with the departure of R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. So those are the 2 players I'm really keeping an eye on the most in terms of we drafted them. The Knicks have a long-term plan with them. The Knicks gave Deuce McBride a 3-year contract extension, which makes him not trade eligible, which really tells you how the Knicks feel about Deuce McBride. So that's really, really good to hear and good to see that those 2 players had a really good game against the Philadelphia 76ers, especially Grimes in the clutch in that fourth quarter. But I got to start putting more talk into Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson was home in Philadelphia. The Nova boys were home, that is. There's a lot of hype around that. Jalen Brunson, bro, you can't ask for enough from him. 29 points, a clutch, 12 of 20, 4 of 9 from downtown, a plus-minus of a plus 14. I mean, he is just a star. He needs to be an all-star. Knicks fans, please, it's 3 times the vote. Go vote for Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle while you're there, and all the Knicks, but Randle and Brunson are the 2 players that we all know deserve to be all-stars. So go vote for them. Jalen Brunson, another excellent game. Isaiah Hardenstein is definitely having the best, he's playing the best basketball of his entire life. 17 points, 6 rebounds, 8 of 9 from the field, 2 blocks and 2 steals. I mean, this man went up against Joel Embiid and put up these numbers. Plus 26, which is a team high. He went up against Joel Embiid, who is the former MVP and one of the best big men, if not the best big man in the entire NBA. Isaiah Hardenstein went up against Joel Embiid, and then Embiid didn't look like himself. I mean, he was on one leg, and he still put up 30 and 10. I mean, that's just how good Joel Embiid is. But Isaiah Hardenstein having a game, so shout out to him. Dante DiVincenzo slowly becoming one of my favorite Knicks. 14 points for Dante, 4 for 6 from the field, which was basically, I'm just checking the box score. He wasn't 4 for 6 from the field. He was 4 for 6 from downtown. All 6 shots that he took was from beyond the arc, and he hit 4 of 6 of them. OG Anunoby, man, he's not going to be a player that's going to be really sparking on offense for us, but on defense, he was so sharp. I love watching OG Anunoby's defense. You can just also tell there's a different spacing element to the Knicks offense where it's not as clogged in the paint. RJ Barrett was a player that really demanded the ball and didn't really allow space for guys like Jalen Brunson and Julius Randle to go to work. And now with OG in the corner, just sitting there as a threat, by the way, that's going to open up some, lanes for Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson. So OG Anunoby, only 11 points, 3 of 11 from the field, but his defense, you saw it on multiple occasions. I mean, the things that he does one-on-one, I can just watch that guy play. His long arms, his communication already, he's only going to get better and better as the season goes on. So shout out to you, OG. He played 37 minutes, and the key stat is a plus-minus of a plus 20. Plus 20, excuse me. That tells you his impact is heard. And then Julius Randle, like I started off the video, he did not have a great game at all. 8 points, 5 assists, 7 rebounds, 1 block and a steal. Hit all of his shots from the free throw line, was a plus-minus of a plus 13. But when Randle is not cooking offensively and just puts up 8 points, the fact that the Knicks put up 128 points on one of the better teams in the NBA, especially defensively in the Sixers, that's when you really got to get excited as Knicks fans. So, folks, that's my thoughts of this game. Please, if you did not already, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. I'm pumped up right now. The fact that the Knicks beat the Sixers in this fashion on the road, 128-92, 3-game winning streak. The vibes are through the roof. I mean, this trade is sparking something new. It really is, right? We're a week past that trade, and things are looking good. It also looks like a win-win for both parties because you guys see what Emmanuel Quickley's doing in Toronto. I don't know what happened in their game tonight or even if they're playing tonight, but I know that they're 2-0 heading into tonight, and RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley are, looking good over there in Toronto. But hey, win-win trade. And the Knicks are thriving since that trade. So shout out. And the biggest shout out for me is definitely Deuce McBride and Grimes, because those are the 2 players that are getting an opportunity now after that trade, and they're stepping up. That is so big. Let me know your thoughts, guys. Hit that thumbs up button. Your boy's out of here. Let's go, Knicks. Go New York. Go New York. Go. Your boy's out. Peace.